Hello Crafties, welcome to channel chat number 30. I am Infiniti and today I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about something really important to crafting. So, you know, we often, like us tutorial makers, we always make videos about how to make stuff, how to do certain techniques, how to better our crafts, etc, etc. But, you know, our crafts are only as good as the tools that we use. I'm making a point. And so today I'm really just wanting to go over how I take care of my most important tool, which are these hands. So, you know, channel chat 30. Wow, first of all, you guys know I have to ramble. This is amazing. Didn't think I'd be here. This video is something I wanted to do once I sat down and thought about it. It came to me back in like spring of 2018. And I'm just now getting around to it. But yeah, it's been interesting. So I'm really excited to do this video, and I hope that you guys can take things from it, maybe add stuff into your own personal routine. I'm not claiming to be a complete expert on everything about taking care of your hands, but I know what personally works for me, and so I look forward to sharing that today. So my first point, I have a list of points. My first point is keeping them clean. So coincidentally, I'm recording this during 2020. So this has been a big point for this. I mean, it should have been a big point anyway, but this has been a big point this year. You need to keep your hands clean. Wash your hands, people. People are like, you know, I can just splash and go, and oh my gosh. I'm not a germaphobe, but some people are gross. And, you know, yeah, if you're not washing your hands for 20 seconds, you're kind of gross. But anyway, I'm going to jump into this video for fear of going off on gross people. Alright, so I'm going to jump into washing my hands. So first and foremost, what we want to do is properly wash our hands. Now, there are a lot of ways that people like to wash their hands, but there's really, you know, one way to actually properly, completely screw up those hands. And first of all, you're supposed to wash your hands for 20 seconds at minimum under warm to hot water. Now, my hot water gets real hot real fast. Excuse my background noise. My hot water gets real hot real fast, so I just let it kind of warm up, and I have my cool water running. I wet my hands first, then I apply the soap, and then I commence to lathering and scrubbing. So I'm going to do that. And I'll probably end up taking off the sound just because. Pump the soap twice. Alright, and then after I washed them, I of course grab my little hand towel and I dry them off, you know, like normal people. And then people think I'm weird, but I have hand sanitizer on my bathroom sink for various reasons. I'm an artist, yeah, but it's good to have in actually every room of the house. I have it at my craft station, I have it on my desk, I have it kind of everywhere, on my keys even, so when I leave the house there's no excuse for me to not sanitize my hands. So I just go ahead and use my sanitizer and I'm good to go. So now what I want to do is go back to my desk and, well, not my desk, my craft area, and I'm going to show you guys how I manicure my hands. Alright, so now that we have thoroughly cleaned and sanitized our hands, what I want to do is show you guys how I go about manicuring my nails. So taking care of your nails is super important. In the winter months, you know, your skin gets dry and you risk cracking them if your skin is dry. And I know a lot of people kind of avoid lotions and different things because they don't want the oils or whatever's in it to get into their projects, and that's totally understandable. There are some projects that are there are some products that are non-greasy. You can use them, they don't rub off in your projects. I know Udder Cream is really popular for that. I like to use Nivea. I always keep it on my table, whether it seems like it or not. I have my hands frequently in water so that, you know, it really dries out my skin. You can also risk cracking cuticles, which does not feel great at all. Yeah, hangnails, things like that just really kind of hinder the crafting process. You know, you don't want to end up with that, and plus, you know, you want your hands to look nice. So I'm going to show you guys what I do to take care of my nails. A lot of people ask me about my nails and stuff and how I grow them out. Guys, I don't know. My diet is trash. I eat a lot of junk food. College student life, yeah. So I really don't know. I stopped biting them some years ago, finally. I was like 13 or something. I was old, but I stopped biting them and then they started growing and I was like, wow, this is magic. So I don't know how they grow, or why they grow so long and so fast, but I'm going to show you how to kind of keep those trimmed down and at bay. It's also wise to just keep them kind of level so you can properly wash your hands as well. I know I let mine get long sometimes, but I also have a little scrub brush, as you guys saw in the hand washing part of this video. Keep your nails clean. There's different tools that you can use to get under your nails and clean them out. As an artist, as well as a crafter, that is important to me. Like, if you're working with clay, you're gonna need something to get under those nails and just, okay, I can go on forever. So I'm gonna show you guys how I manicure. And it's super easy, and I know during this time right now, you know, the release of this video, people are kind of spazzing because some people are used to going to the salon and they're used to doing things like that, and it's kind of helpful to learn how to do those things on your own. So gonna do it. Okay guys, so I have a few things that I like to use. I keep my manicures fairly simple, simply because art messes up your nails a lot, and I just, you know, it seems like a lot of wasted effort to do all that painting and designing and stuff. I mean, I used to, but okay. So what I want to do is actually address my nail length first. Now my thumbs are pretty cool. I broke actually both of them off. So really all they need is shaping, but like longer nails, like on my left hand, I want to take care of those because, you know, if I zoom in, see how long they are? I mean, they're pretty, but they're not conducive right now. So they have to go. And I typically wait till I've had them in water, which of course I just washed them. So they're pretty soft, and that keeps them from breaking down into your nail bed. And I just, you know, actually snip my nails off. Until they're a legit, like, I don't know, a functional length. which, I mean, the length that they are, they're functional for me, but it's just time. Plus, the nails on the other hand aren't as long as the ones on my left hand. Or probably I broke them, I don't remember. But yeah, you just want to go about snipping them, and then after you snip them, you're going to file them. You're going to file them down, so any excess nail that you don't want, you can deal with the shaping of them. Now, some people like their nails round, some people wear claws. I like mine squared. It's simple, it's manageable. I don't have to worry about jabbing myself because, like, my nails are sharp. My nails are very sharp when you file them, and I don't want to jab myself in the night because I've done it. I've done it. It doesn't feel too great. Or thinking I'm just gonna scratch my shoulder or something, and yeah, no, tragedy. So after I snip them, I just take an emery board. You can find these at your local beauty supply. I'll link mine down below. And you just want to shape them. This is such an obnoxious noise. You just want to shape them. Like I said, I like to square mine off, so I'm gonna just do that. As you can see, I didn't file them too low, but they're just like right, just enough. I still have whites on my nails, but they're not long, so there's not a lot of stuff that can get underneath them. They're functional. I'm gonna keep using that word, functional. And if you don't want to get in too close with the nail clippers for obvious reasons, you can file them down where you need them to be. Just kind of round off those corners so I don't accidentally injure myself later, because I forgot about maybe, you know, doing my nails. And like I said, my thumbnails are already at a decent length, so it's just a matter of shaping them. Yep. And so now I'm going to do the other hand. Okay, now that I have determined that my hands are good and manicured, what I like to do then is apply a clear coat to the top of my nails. Now, I mean, sometimes I use a strengthener or a hardener, and then sometimes I don't. I really should use them more often because I keep my hands in a lot of water, like a lot of water. I'm always washing my hands, I'm always doing dishes or something, laundry, etc. So you don't really want to or have to cake it on. You just do a little thin glaze over your nails, protect them, or just make them look shiny if you want to. If you have whites on your nails and you like to do the French tip thing, that's really easy to do as well. Again, I already know my hands are going to be insolvent later, so I'm just gonna, you know, keep it simple. But this looks good for tutorials. I might do a tutorial later, now that I'm doing my hands. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so now I'm going to do my other hand, and like I said, it's just a quick and thin application to the nail, nothing too crazy. And I'm also not a beauty channel because, yeah. But I did put on makeup today because I kind of miss getting dolled up and like going to school. Sometimes. Yeah, so I decided to put on makeup. It was interesting. I'd almost forgotten all the different steps that I take to put on makeup. But anyway, so after I do that and I, you know, let them dry for a little bit, I use cuticle oil. Now this is a tea rose nutrient oil that I got. some time ago, like I said, I first planned this video 2 years ago. 2 years ago, and so I've had this stuff and I've been using it consistently, and so now I'm glad that I kind of had a stretch of time between when I first planned this video and when I got this stuff, because it's given me time to really kind of review this. They have these little baubles in there and they contribute to the scent of the oil, but it's really great. I use it on all my nails pretty consistently. It keeps, again, your cuticles moisturized, and it keeps them from cracking and things like that. It can also stimulate the growth of the nail. My nails were growing really fast and really healthy before I started using this stuff as well. So, you know, who knows? The world may never know. But you just want to kind of dab around the cuticle. Now, when you go to the nail shop, you know, they rub down your hands, and you can do that if you'd like. You can let the oil dry right there on your cuticle if you'd like. Again, this is a really simple manicure, so if you want to just do this, this also stimulates nail growth. It's like when you massage your scalp, you know, how it stimulates your hair follicles and all that. Same idea. I've also used cuticle oil that had not only lemon oil but garlic extract in it. Garlic is good for nail growth and hair growth too, if you guys were wondering. Yeah. Couple channel chats ago I mentioned one of my conditioning routines is like aloe vera and garlic juice, and yeah, so you know, not the best smelling stuff, but the thing is, with the aloe and the garlic, you don't mix together, you don't end up smelling like garlic, which is like, thank you God, because garlic doesn't smell too pleasant. I mean, you know, like, it smells good on food, but you don't want to personally smell like a walking clove of garlic. So I don't know, it works out for me, but everybody's different, so you know, just keep that in mind. It is delicately painting the oil around the cuticle, and you're sure to notice that by this point, if you're actually kind of following along with the video, your hands are drying out, getting a little bit ashy, as we call it. And that's okay, it just means you're dry and you need to moisturize. So once you get that oil, and you definitely see the contrast once you rub in your oil, it's like, oh yeah, you know what, it's lotion time. So again, whatever moisturizer you prefer to use, I again use Nivea. It works good for my skin. Everybody's different, so find what works for you, and you just want to rub in your moisturizer like you would wash your hands, like you'd lather soap onto your hands. There's my words. And you just want to do that. And this, if you do this consistently, you know, you end up with pretty healthy looking hands. This is how I keep my hands looking decent, which I feel is important because, you know, the whole tutorial thing. Also because they're my tools, and I like to take care of my tools, except for my paintbrushes, which I never clean. But that's another video, another topic. So yeah, that's how I do my manicure. And it's really simple. It's really, you know, something you can keep up at home. I'm kind of a, I don't know, kind of conservative with some spending I do, and so I like to kind of keep it at home anyway and do my own nails, which is awesome for me. It works for me. So if you're stuck at home, can't go to the nail shop, this is something that you can do to kind of get you by. If you want to put your color on your nails, you can put color on your nails. I don't feel like coloring my nails. Like I said, it's just gonna chip off later, so alright, on to the next part of the video. Okay, so now that we have manicured our nails, you know, they're all shiny, they're all polished, they're maybe dry at this point, don't know. What I want to talk to you guys about is, drumroll, exercising. So, you know, crochet and knitting it's a really repetitive process. If you haven't noticed, it takes a toll on your wrists, it takes a toll on your hands. If you're crocheting for hours, I know, come on guys, I know if you're crocheting for a while there, you start to feel it there in your wrist, and then depending on how, like what kind of death grip you have on your hook, you feel it in your fingers too. So it's really important to exercise your hands and wrist. Sometimes just stopping and doing this, not cracking your knuckles, because that's not particularly a good thing, but just kind of, you know, stretching them out. This kind of motion, massaging your hands, stuff like that. If you use whatever moisturizing product that you use, you know, you can use that to really massage your hands, get that circulation going. Peppermint oil, super helpful. Again, don't do it around your crafts unless you want oil in your craft, but yeah. So, you know, things like that. If you have a stress ball, I recommend taking that time, just like 10-15 minutes, maybe 30. You know, chill out, watch your favorite show, actually focus on your show, and just kind of squeeze whatever your dominant crafting hand is. You just want to do this, and if you have to, you know, and I do somewhere around here, you can exercise both hands, and that actually stimulates the circulation in your hands, and you know, all that healthy blood flow helps your hands to feel better. So that's something that I practice doing, and I know it can get really hard to do that when, like, you're a crafter who crafts for income, things like that. You're trying to meet quotas and things like that, but it's well worth taking that time out to do other motions with your hands. You have muscles in your hands that you want to keep the strength in, things like that. So it's really important to do that. Maybe take a break and, I don't know, open some jars. But do something different from this and this, because it really wears and tears on your wrist. There have been a lot of people, I'm a part of a lot of different crochet groups, and I often see where women complain, or not just women, but anybody who crafts, they complain, you know, their wrists, they have maybe tennis elbow or something. So if you have little dumbbells, I do in the other room, if you have like little dumbbells, you know, use those, work out your arms or whatever, because you're prominently using your forearm, and that includes your elbow, and it's easy to overextend that elbow, it's easy to sprain wrists, it's easy to overwork those joints and muscles that exist. Now, I am in no way a nurse or a doctor or anything, but those are just basic mechanics of how the body works that I have picked up on over all the years that I've been doing artsy things. So, you know, it's really easy to enter them, value them and exercise them and treat them like gold, because these are your joy spreaders, your money makers in some cases. So you want to make sure they're well taken care of. The last and probably most important part of this video is, drumroll, relax. Yeah, relax. Stop crafting, sit down, chill out, lean back, watch a show, talk to a loved one, read a book, I don't know, something that doesn't involve you doing this all day. I mean, I know for a lot of people it's therapeutic. I know for me it's therapeutic. I could sit up for hours. I do sit up for hours, and I knit and I crochet and I think of ideas and I design things, and it's really fun and it's awesome. But you should be able to take an hour or so, or you know, a day off a week or something, and just chill. Just chill. You can overwork yourself, and that is, like I said, no fun. No fun at all. And you know, I would rather take off an hour or two a day, or take off a day or two a week from crafting to be able to extend the amount of time that I can actually make stuff in the future. Because again, those injuries, people, you know, they wear out shoulders, they do stuff. The body is weird, so you have to kind of respect it in that way by giving it its rest. And I know that can be hard to do, especially if, like I said, if that is your therapeutic craft and that is how you deal with like anxiety, things like that. Trust me, I get it. Have multiple hobbies. Like I said, read a book, watch your favorite show, talk to people. I don't know. If you're a blogger, write a blog. If you have programs where you can talk and it'll type the text for you, that's even better. It's a little lazy, but it's even better. I do it sometimes, so you know, to each his own. But in the long run, it's likely to help you be able to do what you love even longer. There are people that, you know, they overdo it too much and they can no longer do what they like to do, and I think it's sad. So, you know, in light of all that, I hope today's video was helpful for you all, or, you know, gave you some kind of tip. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment down below. I will do my best to answer your questions. As for the things that I use to manicure my nails, I will link them down in my description, because some stuff is really cool, like my cuticle oil. Oh my gosh, it's heavenly, and it's like nothing else I've ever had. Love it, love the stuff. I bought 3 bottles of it. They're somewhere. The other ones are somewhere. So yeah, that's why I buy multiples. But yeah, so again, hope you enjoyed today's video. If so, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on awesome weekly content and other channel chats. I don't post channel chats weekly because, as you all may well know, I'm a recluse, but that's another story. Yeah, and until next time, guys, happy making.